think the way Francesca has had everything arranged is perfect. Oh, I cannot wait to have a home of my own.
Oh, but please do not start going on about accomplishments and home decoration and marriage again. I cannot listen to any more of it.
You know, lately I've thought you were interested in everyone but me. But I'm starting to wonder if in fact you are only interested in yourself.
Eloise versus reality. Hyacinth's mic drop moment explained. Hello, ton lovers and gentle viewers of the YouTube realm. Welcome back to the Wolfe Diaries, where we sip tea, spill secrets, and dive into the drama of your favorite shows and movies. If you just finished Bridgerton Season 4 Part 1 on Netflix, then you know exactly the moment I'm talking about, that unforgettable clash between Eloise and her youngest sister Hyacinth. Today we're breaking down why that scene hits so hard, what it says about Eloise's arc, and why Hyacinth might just be the true heart of the Bridgerton family this season. Let's dive in. Welcome to the Wolfe Diaries. Eloise's arc through the seasons. From Season 1 all the way through Part 1 of Season 4, Eloise, played by the uber-talented Claudia Jessie, has been the voice of rebellion and female independence. She despises the marriage mart, scoffs at balls, spurns suitors, and shows little interest in the traditional life her sisters embrace. On the surface, her critiques often sound like feminism, challenging societal expectations of women in the Regency era. And sure, questioning restrictive gender roles in Bridgerton's world is important, but the show has also shown us that Eloise's approach can feel, well, off. Instead of lifting others up or articulating a positive alternative to marriage and social conformity, Eloise often dismisses what other women want, like marriage, family, or even enjoying simple things like dancing lessons, as though those choices are inherently less valuable than her own. In fact, her dismissiveness rubs her own sister Hyacinth the wrong way in a big way this season. Enter Hyacinth, the youngest Bridgerton who speaks truth. Now, let's talk about Hyacinth Bridgerton, portrayed by Florence Hunt. Netflix's Tudum profile describes her as witty, romantic, and fearless despite her young age, always ready to speak her mind and hold her own in family interactions. She may be the baby of the family, but she's far from passive. In Part 1 of Season 4, we finally see Hyacinth's voice asserting itself against Eloise's more self-centered rhetoric. In a moment that fans are already calling iconic, Hyacinth tells Eloise that she feels Eloise pays more attention to everyone but her, that Eloise doesn't actually listen when Hyacinth talks about her own dreams, or who she wants to be. That's a powerful call-out, particularly coming from the youngest sibling. The confrontation, what was said, and why it matters. In the scene fans are rewatching on loop, Eloise is dismissive. She can't be bothered with dance lessons or high society traditions that don't interest her. And Hyacinth, hurt and fed up, tells her bluntly, "I am interested in things you don't care about, and that shouldn't make them unimportant." That's the heart of it. Hyacinth isn't just defending her hobbies, she's calling out Eloise's privilege. Eloise has been allowed to criticize and reject things she doesn't like because she can. She's wealthy, secure, and never truly had to live with consequences based on her choices. That means she often speaks from a place of privilege and sometimes, unintentionally, dismisses the emotions and ambitions of others who do care about those things. Is Eloise selfish? Let's unpack that. Viewers have strong opinions here. Some think Eloise is just misunderstood, a brilliant, curious woman trapped in a world made for suits and marriage markets. Others feel she disses other women's choices too often, like scolding someone who does want marriage, children, or a traditional life. That criticism isn't about hating Eloise. It's about noticing how consistently she frames other people's desires as less meaningful than her own. Even fans on Reddit are calling out this pattern, saying Eloise can seem like she's all complaints without taking real action, or that she looks down on those who don't share her worldview, especially when she hasn't exactly walked in their shoes. This isn't to say Eloise is a bad person, far from it. But the show is showing us that passion without empathy can come off as selfish, especially when you dismiss someone who genuinely loves something you don't. Why Hyacinth's come to Jesus moment was so powerful. That's why Hyacinth's confrontation matters. She didn't just fight back, she spoke a truth Eloise needed to hear. And because Hyacinth is younger and is supposed to be less worldly, hearing her articulate something so emotionally honest hits even harder. Fans have praised this moment as a turning point, not just for Hyacinth's character, but for the way the show is exploring women's voices. It's not that Eloise's concerns are invalid, it's that her voice has too often overshadowed others, even within her own family. What this says about Bridgerton's themes. What's brilliant about this arc is that Bridgerton isn't dismissing Eloise's feminism, it's complicating it. The show is asking, what does it truly mean to support women's choices? Is it about championing independence at all costs? Or is it about listening, respecting, and uplifting even when opinions differ? That's a big, thoughtful question for a show that's as much about lush dresses and steamy romance as it is about the roles women are allowed to play in society. Looking forward, what this might mean for future seasons. Hyacinth's honest outburst forces Eloise to reflect, softening her defensiveness and opening the door to a quieter, more meaningful reconciliation between them. Their makeup is less about grand apologies and more about mutual understanding, suggesting a shift in their dynamic. From bickering siblings to allies who begin to truly see one another. Looking ahead, this repaired bond could become a cornerstone for both characters. Eloise, still wrestling with independence and the possibility of love, may learn to balance her ideals with empathy, while Hyacinth's growing confidence hints at her eventual emergence as a central figure in her own romantic storyline. Together, their renewed sisterhood is likely to deepen in future seasons, offering both emotional grounding amid the chaos of the ton and a supportive foundation as each navigates her own path toward adulthood and love. Final thoughts. So yes, someone finally put Eloise in her place, and that someone was Hyacinth Bridgerton. It was a moment that wasn't just entertaining, it was necessary, insightful, and emotionally resonant. It reminded us that feminism and personal choice are complex, especially in the world of Bridgerton, where titles and traditions weigh heavy. Let me know in the comments, did that scene hit you as hard as it did me? And who's your favorite Bridgerton sibling this season? Drop your predictions, let me know your theories, guesses, thoughts, and questions in the comments below, and please share your insights because I'd love to hear what you think. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates about your favorite shows every time that we upload, and for more exclusive Bridgerton insights and analyses. Until next time, gentle viewers, this is Lady Wolfe, signing off with a Bridgerton-sized swoon. Thank you for joining us on this captivating journey. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and/or subscribe for more delightful content, and I'll see you on the next one.